Alexis, aka the Sloth Reader, and I'm here today to do a video where I'm going to give you guys my 5 rules for book buying. So like I said, these are 5 rules that I'm hoping to implement into my book buying. I don't spend money on books if I don't have the money to do so. And I usually try to budget in for whatever books I want in the month with my budget. However, one thing I am very short on is space. I am quickly running out of space to put all of the books I buy, so I need to, not do that. And I do frequently unhaul books, but adding in these rules for book buying is just going to be a great way to limit, again, what I'm taking in. So here are my rules for book buying. Number 1 is no buying anything I haven't heard of. And I don't do this as much anymore as I used to, where I just go into the bookstore, I see a pretty cover, and I'm like, I've never heard of this before, but it looks pretty. The synopsis sounds interesting. But no doing that. No going onto Book Outlet especially and just buying books that I've never heard of before, that I've never heard anybody talk about before, just because they're cheap and I can get them cheap and it helps me get free shipping. No doing that, because chances are you're never going to read that book you've never heard of, and you don't need to have it sitting on your shelves. Rule number 2 is no buying anything I didn't previously want just because it's on sale. This can also apply to Book Outlet as well, but honestly I'm a sucker for going into sale sections of books and being like, oh, I didn't really want to read this, but a lot of people I know said it was good. I guess I'll get it. Don't do that. If you were not previously interested in a book, chances are you're not going to be interested in a book when you buy it, and it's just going to sit on your shelves for forever, and you're never going to get to it, or you might not end up liking it. And there are the very rare occasions where a bunch of your friends rated it highly, and you give it a go, and you might like it, but maybe save that for something you can get from the library. Rule number 3 is no buying sequels if I haven't read all of the books up to that sequel. A really good example for me for this personally is I never bought Before the Devil Breaks You until I had read both The Diviners and Lair of Dreams. Another good example of me holding myself back is I've read Kiss of Deception, but I have not read Heart of Betrayal. So even though those nice sloppy paperbacks came out of Beauty of Darkness, I'm not going to buy it until I get through Heart of Betrayal. Because you're not on that book anyway, you don't need to have it on your shelves, because you're not there yet. So wait until you get to the next sequel that you need to buy, and then you can buy it. Book number 4 is no buying new books from authors that I previously have unread books on my shelves for. There are a lot of authors who are writing their sophomore novels or who are writing their 8th or 9th novels. And I'm sure for a lot of them, I already have books by them on my shelves unread. And in a lot of cases, that means I've never even given the author a try. So there's no reason to buy their shiny new book if I already have books on their shelves that I want to give a chance to. Because who knows, I might read a book I already own, decide I don't like that author's writing, and then I'm not interested in their new book. So instead of wasting the money on it to have it on my shelves, just don't buy it yet. And rule number 5, this one is a big one for me personally. It is no buying physical versions of books I already have on my Kindle, which I am infamous for. I do this all the time, especially if I can get them really cheap. I have a Kindle. My parents got me a Kindle for Christmas, and it has tons of books that I've paid for that I own. And I need to read those. And a lot of them are books that I do want to read, but I don't have physical copies of. And I need to use that as incentive to read them on my Kindle, where I've already paid for them. Do you see my problem? So this is a big one for me, but it's one I am going to strongly work on. Alrighty guys, so those are my 5 rules for book buying. Again, these are rules that I am going to 100% stick to for myself, because again, I'm running out of space. I strongly urge you guys to think of your own rules for book buying if excessive book buying is a thing that, is a problem for you. If you like what I do, I upload videos on Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. I'll see you guys soon with a new one. Bye!